right, so let's go over the study guide. So the first 4 questions here, we just have to solve the equations. So number 1, we have x minus 10 equals 12. So what I'll do first is, we want to isolate the x. So we have x minus 10. So let's do the inverse operation of subtraction to get rid of that 10. And of course, if I do it to one side, I have to do it to both. So we're adding 10 to both sides here. So then we have x equals 12 plus 10, which is 22. And that's all we have to do here. That was just a one-step equation, so our answer is x equals 22. All right, for number 2, we have x plus 9 equals 11. So we want to isolate the x again. So we're going to subtract 9 from both sides. And we have x equals 11 minus 9, which is 2. And once again, just one step, so we're all set now. X equals 2. Number 3, this is a 2-step equation. So before we get y all by itself here, we're going to want to get the y term by itself, so the 8y. So we're going to need to get rid of this plus 10. So we're going to do the inverse operation of addition, which is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 10. And as always, if you do it on one side of the equation, you have to do it on the other. So we're subtracting 10 from both sides. And we get 8y equals 26 minus 10, which is 16. And then to get the y alone, we have 8 times y. So we'll do the inverse of multiplication, which is division. So we're dividing by 8 on both sides. And we get y equals 16 divided by 8, which is 2. All right, so for number 4, it's the same idea. We want to get the x term alone first. So we have 4x minus 3, so we'll do the inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition. So we're going to add 3 to both sides here. So we have 4x equals 17 plus 3, which is 20. And then we're going to divide by 4 on both sides like this. And x equals 20 divided by 4, which is 5. Okay, so the next batch of questions here is having us simplifying. So when we say simplify, when we're simplifying, first thing we need to check is distribution. Do we need to distribute? And then, do we need to combine like terms? So when we say simplify, this is what we're looking for. Do we need to distribute? And then, do we need to do combine like terms in that order? All right, so for number 5, we do need to distribute because we have parentheses there. So we're going to distribute the 8 to the 3x and the minus 4. So 8 times 3x is 24x, and 8 times 4 is 32. So we have 24x minus 32. For number 6, we do need to distribute, so we're going to do that. So we have to distribute the 6, and again, distribution is multiplication. So we do 6 times 2x, which is 12x, and then 6 times 5, 30, and then we have a plus 5. So we distributed. Now we need to see if we need to combine like terms. I do see 2 like terms here, 2 constants. So 12x, that's just going to hang out by itself because it's the only x term. And then we have negative 30 plus 5, which is negative 25. All right, so for 7, no distribution. But we definitely need to combine some like terms. So our first thing we need to do is identify the like terms. So we have y terms. I'm going to put boxes around the y terms. And we have x terms. I will circle the x terms. So for the y terms, we have 3y. I'm going to group them first. 3y minus 2y. And then we have negative 4x minus 8x. So 3y minus 2y is 1y. And then we have negative 4x minus 8x, which is negative 12x.